We got some new stuff. And of course, the developer to bring to us, Jared M. I see you over there, Jared. That's long overdue. The emptying buildings into the pipes. Yeah, so we have some new stuff. Fellow space explorers, it's time to start beta testing our new November 2024 Quality of Life update. This is a free minor update, includes new buildings, UI improvements, bug fixes, and performance improvements for the base game and Spaced Out. We've also made some tweaks in addition to the Frosty Planet pack. The highlights for all versions of the game. There's going to be the new canister drainer building that enables gas canisters to be released directly into connected gas pipes. The new bottle drainer building that provides the equivalent for bottle liquids into liquid pipes. And the new bottle filler building automatically stores piped liquids into bottles. Nice. We've improved the schedule screen by adding multi-cycle schedules, and the ability to shift schedule blocks left and right as desired. In addition, duplicants will now prioritize finding new errands once they completed the current one, which means less standing around idly on late game save. That's nice. That's a big improvement. We've seen that playing on 3x speed at the late game when it's very laggy, this becomes a big problem. So it's good that they have a fix for that. We're also working to increase the drop rate of blueprints. Nice. That's what we're going to be hyped for. This will be the implement after the beta pyramid. Okay. So we don't know how they're going to change that yet. They're going to be releasing that once this goes live. So from what we could tell. And then Frosty Planet Pack, we got a new Bammoth, Regal Bammoth morph. Impressive horn could be shorn for gold. Wow. That's kind of mid. Critter diets also been tweaked so that the Phlox, Seal, and Mammoth have access to certain foods outside of their native biomes, making it easier to thrive in DLC scrambled worlds. Okay, not bad. Added in the new spaced out mini asteroid cluster that presents daunting challenges for colonizing isolated fragments of biomes for the namesake of Frosty Planet Pack. Okay. Also looking forward to hearing what you think. Share feedback. And then we see the actual update. So the three buildings they talked about, the new Bammoth styles, and then we got a new mini Ceres mantle cluster. We're probably going to check that one out. And then we have schedule changes, multi-schedule. They changed the power plant room so that the requirements for the power plant does not require you to build a power control station anymore. Any two eligible power buildings will suffice as long as at least one of them is heavy duty. I don't like that. I'm not gonna lie. That just means that instead of a power control station, you just put a petroleum gen inside. Right? Unless we need to find out what heavy duty means. Effectively, that doesn't change anything. If anything, it made it so that we need both the power plant, the power control station, and the heavy building now. That kind of sucks. They did increase the maximum size though, the 120, up from 96. So we get 24 extra tiles. That makes that a little bit better. Added indicator, animation, heavy duty generators are boosted. Okay. Microchips can now be stored in bins. Not bad. You can no longer microchip manual gens. Feels bad. Microchip production time is increased while generation application time is reduced. That's fair. I like that change. Power control station in a room does not need to be operational in order for the generators in the room to be tuned up with microchips, as long as the microchip tools have already been manufactured elsewhere. That has always been true. I don't know why they have to specifically point that out. That has always been true throughout the entirety of Oxygen Unincluded. Hey, Wire Yom, thank you for the 18 months. Welcome back to the city. Hope you enjoyed your stay. Appreciate you. Happy B-Day. Thank you, thank you. I'm an old man now, man. I'm 34. But yo, man, welcome in, Wire Yum. I see you over there. Who's doing that? This is something that's been a thing, though. So if you have two power plant rooms, because I've done this before, and that's why they changed the first point. Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. You don't need the generator in every power gen room now. So I used to do that. I used to do power control station rooms because they were, like, I say rooms with an S because they just weren't large enough to fit what I wanted inside. And I would only ever just make microchips at one of them. And the reasoning was simple. I just had too many microchips, and you only needed the power plant room. You didn't need the actual building inside. Oh, you mean chipping manual gens? I mean, if you want to do super sustainable really fast, you know what I'm saying? You gotta bust out the dupe army and have everyone run the wheels. And then you get 50% efficiency boost. I mean, why not, right? Added allowed tinker. Use manual toggle tinkerable buildings when they are in the correct room type. Ooh. New button to press now. That's nice. Adjusted livable temperature range for hatches and pips to prevent them from freezing in cold environments. That's honestly, they need to adjust every critter in the game. Realistically, they have to rebalance the critters. Maybe this is a step to slowly rebalance them. Because of the Frosty Planet back in livable range, I feel like they should rebalance a lot of the critters. Duplicates now occasionally slip when walking over ice or puddles of oil. We're going to play around with that. And then the pause menu, the save button, the pause menu already reads already saved if the game has been saved. Save and quit to confirm game dialogue, okay? Small adjustments to Duplicant's errand list UI. Okay, we're going to see that. Duplicants, equipment, and assignables are now represented in the side screen config tab. Okay. So that's that second menu, I think. That's kind of nice. All menus and overlays are now enabled while sandbox mode is active. Oh my god, I was so mad about this. I remember when I was doing sandbox mode testing and I had a Cycle 1 save. I didn't research automated wires, so I didn't have automation overview. And because of that, I couldn't bring up the overlay and I was so mad. I'm like, I have sandbox on. What do you mean? And then the moment I uncheck sandbox, I get wrecked. Added a visible horizontal scroll bar to consumables menu screen when the columns are unlocked. Okay. That's already there before this was even added. I don't get that. That was already a thing. There is a horizontal scroll already. Rename, move to relocate. Okay. Plastic monomer database now lists elements in that category. Nice. Mask and suits no longer appear in fabricator side screens if their ingredients are not discovered. Okay. Added a new pyrotechnic skill hat. Cool, I guess. New artwork. Research screen is prevented from zooming when the mouse is not over the game window. Okay. Bed diagnostics now evaluates bed assignments and reachability. Tweaked the crafting table sound. Allow sublimiting elements to emit gas to adjacent tiles in situations that would otherwise delete mass. Wait. Doesn't that mean they're okay with mass being deleted? Am I reading this correctly? Allowed sublimating elements to emit gas to adjacent tiles in situations that would otherwise delete mass. So you get more off-gassing situations, which is fine, but it feels like they're okay with that now. These are like 3 days old. But yeah, patch notes, they're not live yet, so we're going to be playing on the public testing branch. So yeah, we're going to check it out. Patch is not live. We're going to the beta test. Increased capacity of canister filler. That's very, very nice. This used to be at 25, and that was so bad. Added side screen slider to desired size. That's not bad. It'll off gas to the side instead of deleting the liquid. I guess they can now off-gas sideways if off-gassing upwards deletes mats. Oh, that's what that means. So it tries not to delete mass anymore. Okay, we're gonna have to play around with that. There's a couple of strats we could test out to see if it still works. We got that one. Adjusted gun delivery offsets of the canister emptier and bottle emptier. Sure. Pickup animation. Bottle emptier animation now displays bottle of element being emitted. Revised skill icon for skill granted traits. Button tooltip shows information what's being researched. Critter body temp tooltip now shows temperature which critters take damage. That would mean 2 tile liquid locks would be more stable. Maybe. Maybe. Sweetos and Grub Grubs now apply their plant growth effects in planter boxes. Oh, was that not a thing before? Because the seals were patched so that was allowed. I guess they didn't do it for Grub Grubs. That's kind of weird. Asteroid Toilet now monitor dupes. Okay. Bammoths can now eat nosh beans, nosh plants, and plume squash fries. Bristle blossom and bristle berries for the phloxes. Spigot seals now eat sucrose. Okay. Pips can now eat bonbon tree branch growth. Okay. That's weird because the temperature which bonbons need to grow will kill a pip. Shine bugs now eat pike apples. Oh, okay. That's not bad. Adjusted Bammoth navigation so they require the area above a ledge to be clear in order to hop up and down. Added pike apple seeds to care package. Okay. Drink water animation. They fixed the animation for the animation bug. That specific animation. Number of bugs related to sim heat transfer from materials that became debris or entered exited storage recently. Wait, I thought that was patched out years ago. What? I guess they never completely patched it out and they're still cleaning it up. Yeah, so there used to be a bug where if you store an item and then you drop the item and then you sweep the item, the temperature of the item like technically resets. And there's like a weird bug with that. That got patched out, supposedly. I guess they're still trying to fix that. All right. Updated localizations that included mistranslation fixes. Hotfix. Okay, translation thing. Fixed a crash happens when loading a save containing a plant that was in the process of being destroyed. Oh, wow. Bug, spicy food not actually providing immunity, chilly surroundings. Oof. Animation supply closet. Not using the correct eye symbol when blinking. What? Duplicates can blink. I didn't know that. Duplicates are incapable. That are incapacit. I can't say this word right now. Dupes that are passed out can no longer talk to other dupes. Makes sense. Mac OS issue. Okay. Germ source indicator. We have a new animation. Launch counter, not pulse. Sparks. Fix tutorials. Fixed locker vending machines. Other buildings that drop items can now be prioritized. Okay. Biobots no longer be marked with sweep tool. Fix the bug where the research button not showing progress. Lander exhaust appearing in other worlds. Oh, I've seen that before. Rover can no longer be marked. Yep. Trailblazer. Okay. And then there is a issue where the geovent could get stuck with solid mass was remaining too small to emit. Fix the crash that would occur when unblocking a geovent that exists in a world without full steam ahead using debug mods. Oh. Carved the lumen quartz appearing in front of duplicates. Emitting light in storage containers. Oh no. Fixed lumen quartz emitting light in storage containers. That was kind of nice. Feels bad. Blueprints. Okay. A little bit of a performance update. Prioritize new errands. They don't have to work, or they don't sit around idle as much. Navigate performance update. Reduce memory allocation. Pathfinding. Okay. So far, so good. All right, boys. Those are going to be all the patches. There we go. I'm in. None of my mods work. That's fine. It's beta test time. All right. Survival. Spaced out. Frosty Planet Pack Mini Cluster. Okay, so this is what I wanted to check out. So they broke apart Ceres into 3 miniature asteroids, it looks like. So you have to fly from one to another. So it looks like all they did was separate the biomes. So you take your normal Ceres planet, and then you have your Phloxes in one area, your Bammoths in another, and your Seals in another. I would imagine that's how they changed it up. Or maybe they have like 2 of them together or something like that. As Halfly, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. I see you guys over there. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Okay. So it looks like we got the Ceres stuff. They broke apart the asteroid, which is kind of interesting. There's no remix. Everything on normal difficulty. Let's get it in. So let's see what we got in store. It's time to sandbox mode test this. Beta branch, November 24. Okay, we got Freya, Frankie, Abe. So we got the stuff down here. We're gonna sandbox mode. First thing we're gonna do is wow, this is small. This really is small. Okay, cold salt water, Bammoth, ice, a little bit of rust, more Bammoths up top. This is a proper spaced out, you know, setup. It's not bad. Got a crash satellite. Yeah, this is the mini cluster, or the split clusters. Alright, so we get the second part of the cluster here. Okay. This is so weird. What the hell is this? Pockets of oil? That's hot? That's so weird. And then back at home. Are you serious? That's the rudest thing. You spammed the Bammoth in the corner? I would not have seen this guy if it weren't for sandbox mode. Dude, that's inhumane. Why you gotta put him on the neutronium like that in the bottomless part of the map? These guys are rude, man. Super rude. Oh, we got the pea water breaking the sofa right here. Dude, what is this? 1,000 grams? Oh crap, solid crude oil. 3,200 kgs. That's a lot. This is bizarre. It is kind of weird. Liquid mercury. The oil next to the Terra biome. And then we got the setup right here. The Murphy bed. There we go. We were talking about this one time. Smaller Sarah's is better. I like the smaller maps. Not bad, not bad. Dude, this guy is moonwalking. Alright, so first things first. What are we gonna do? We're gonna run on ice. Alright, so if you guys didn't know, dupes running on ice will slip and fall now. There's a chance. So we just put some ice right here and see how bad this goes. Dude, they walk really slow right now, though. Zone, welcome in. Oh! Oh, rip Abe. Dude, he just took 2 steps. Slipped. Okay, there wasn't a debuff. Slipped is a 10% stress per cycle. Oh, dude, what is this? 10% stress mod because you slipped on ice? Why does that have to be a stress mod? Wait, hold up, man. Why that gotta be a stress mod? That was jank. This is the beta. The update, I would expect a week and a half, 2 weeks. And it was released on Friday. So I would say maybe next Tuesday. Not tomorrow, but the Tuesday after next, maybe? I'm not sure. There's no set day. So a lot of times they just kind of make a judgment call. Look at Frankie moonwalk because of how slow he's moving. Oh, rip Frankie, dude. They are modifying the fun out of this game. Nolan, man, I agree. It's a lot more frustrating now. Well, I wouldn't say a lot more. It is a little bit more frustrating now with the added mechanic to slip on ice and oil. It's going to make certain planets a little bit tougher. But I do agree with that. They're taking away the freedom of this game. I feel like the freedom to choose what you want to do was one of the selling points I was a fan of. Not that the game still can't be fun, it's just more so that I missed that part of the game. This is how we ended up with diseases that do nothing. I could see your point with that. But then this is also how we have minor mechanics that are stronger than diseases. Right? I don't like that. I don't like that, man. Why, like, if the game was just, if they added a little bit more time and like took the time to rebalance some of the mechanics, I think it'd be just better in general. But like when touching water is worse than getting sick, that's really bad. like it's weird. I don't understand how that makes sense. Now I do see your point though. This is how we ended up with diseases that do nothing. This limits what we're able to do, so this ends up making it so that you have to play a certain way, right? in order to really thrive, or else you're gonna be struggling a little bit, you know, like the playthrough wouldn't be as fun anymore. So that's more so where I'm coming from. Slipping could lead to dupe death because the remaining oxygen calculation to get back might be messed up. I could see that happening. Have them carry something, see if they drop it. We should try to do that as well. Hey, Triple Queen! Coming in with the raid. Shout out to you. Thank you so much. How was the stream? How was the Satisfactory? Welcome in, Treble Queen. Happy B-Day. Thank you, thank you. It's a Treble Raid. Look out for trouble. I see you over there. Geopirates. Welcome in, Timo. How are you? Thank you for the birthday wishes, y'all. How was the Satisfactory, man? Talk to us about that. Hope it was a good time. How would we do this? Do we just put a bin here and make them sweep to it? Thank you, Matixo. Appreciate you. First dupe. Oh, man. But yeah, I mean, we'll have to see. We're gonna see what Clay does. You know the saying, let them cook. We gotta let Clay cook. So that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm gonna let Clay cook. And hopefully they have a vision. Hopefully they have a plan. And I really do hope these are not just willy-nilly, let's just do this kind of decision making. Because this could get out of hand with some of the new stuff. Oh yeah, I don't have chat up. I need to put it up. So what's the new stuff? They added in some minor things. Let's see if we could build it. There is a new bottle filler building. This basically, it takes bottled gases and puts them in the gas line. Bottled liquids, put it in the liquid line. So we got some new buildings. We have a slip animation now. So when we move on ice or walking on top of oil, you could slip and fall. But then we want to test out a couple things. That slip and fall mechanic gives you a 10% stress modifier. And then we want to see if you slip and fall, do you drop your items? No, you don't drop your items. You carry it still. Yeah, she got up with it. All right, Abe fell. Another thing that I think this is very Clay-esque in how they would do this. I could see them making it so that you can't slip and fall while you have the debuff. You see that? Slip 10% per cycle. I don't think Abe's gonna slip again. Is there a mechanic to prevent slipping? No. It's just don't walk on ice, don't walk on oil. That's literally it. Don't walk on ice, don't walk on oil. I mean, I don't think they're gonna give us skates because we never got boots for soggy feet. So we had 2 people slip. Frankie hasn't slipped yet. Otherwise, he's cool though. Could you slip in atmosphere? That's what I want to figure out too. Frankie hasn't slipped yet. Boots are a totally needed item now. Could they slip in jet suit? We would have to, ooh, double slip, same spot. Abe no longer has a slip modifier. It looks like you can't slip if you already slipped. That's what it looks like so far. So this guy slipped. Stress mod. So he was the only person that didn't slip earlier. Happy birthday, legit. Thank you, Lotto Dotto. Appreciate you, appreciate you. Alright, so Abe, Frankie, Freya. You slip an oil and ice the same way. If you walk on liquid oil, so on top of a solid, but then, you know, the bottom half of your body, right, is oil, I think you fall. Cthulhu, welcome in. So we want to see if you could slip while wearing the suit. We need to test that. Alright. Everyone has a suit now. Now I also wonder if you could slip on ice and oil. Does that make it so that the chance of slipping is doubled? If you have liquid oil on top of solid ice, is the chance of slippage double? Oh, Frankie slipped with a suit on. Oh no. Oh no, bro. But you don't get the stress mod. You could slip with the suit on, but you don't get the stress mod. I don't even know anymore, man. Like, the arguments that they're pushing suits, this goes past it, it looks like. We gotta see. We gotta see. We gotta let him keep running on the ice. But Frankie slipped. Nope, he slipped twice. God damn it, Frankie. But he doesn't get the stress mod from slipping. I guess the Atmos suits are cushioned on the inside, I guess. Frankie slipped twice, man. Now that makes me wonder, if you don't get the... He slipped again. If you don't get the stress mod, doesn't that mean you could slip non-stop? I have problems with this, man, already. So you could slip with the suit on. It seems like you can't slip if you slipped already and you have the slipped animation. I mean, a slip stress modifier. The animation's the same. Frankie's slipping non-stop, though. He slipped like 5 times in the course of like half a cycle. So that's going to be one problem in and of itself, I already see. In a suit, you could slip infinitely. That's already a problem, man. Now, the weird thing is that Frankie's the only one slipping with the suit on. I figure that's kind of weird, man. Why is he the only one slipping? Ask the question, Pragmatic. Go ahead. I don't plan on keeping ice on the floor. Yeah, but when you're like... So what this also means is that when you're exploring the ice biome, you have to strip mine it. They basically don't want you running on ice. That's basically what it is. Can't run on ice, can't run on oil. Apparently in this world, there's no such thing as slip-resistant boots. Does not exist. Yeah, ice tiles. Ice tiles you can't walk on. Any of the ice. Regular ice, polluted ice, brine ice. You can't walk on any form of ice. Or liquid oil. I'm confused why my power satisfaction is draining. Some of your buildings... Wait. Some of the buildings don't run 24/7. Oh, it should be just ice. It should be just ice. So your satisfaction is going to be your power. But then it's like... It's hard for me to explain, man. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I'd be able to answer that, Pragmatic. I'm sorry. No one else has slipped yet. Was Frankie just having a bad day? No one else has slipped yet. Nolan, I see you. I will stop playing if they keep these ridiculous slips in there. My dupe will spend half the time slipping. Can you imagine? Slow dupe that's also slipping constantly. It is... It has the potential to be very, very bad. That is the thing. I could see that. That's what I'm actually kind of wondering. There's one thing that I'm not really a fan of with the recent changes. None of it seems to be made with max difficulty in mind. Realistically, if this is all just on normal difficulty and max difficulty didn't exist, none of these changes would be a problem. Realistically, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But on max difficulty, you're forced into some bad situations where you just can't or don't have time to do other things. That's when it gets bad. Like on normal difficulty, I could, we could probably deal with this some way, shape, or form. But it doesn't feel like none of this is made with max difficulty in mind. That's probably, though, you could argue that for the entirety of the Oni development. None of it ever feels like it has max difficulty in mind or considered. And we haven't slipped and fell since Frankie fell 4 times at one time. Can't wait for a dupe that has clumsy trait that slips on everything. Oh, don't say that, man. Dupe trait the slip. He's anemic. That means anything. He's anemic, and he has minus 120 walk speed. Oh, God. They haven't slipped yet, though. Wait a second. You know what I'm thinking? The oil doesn't bop them. Hold up. Let me try something. Solid crude. There we go. I think this might be what they were talking about. You slip walking on solid crude oil, maybe? No, it's puddles of oil, right? No, yeah, they said puddles of oil in the update. Yeah, no one's slipping on this. Alright, we're gonna go back to ice. Let one walk without the suit. Maybe it needs to be lower volume of oil. Let's give it some oxygen. To be honest, it should be you can slip on any solid near liquefaction point. Maybe they don't slip in suits, only Frankie was bugged. Maybe. We'll have to find out. But they haven't slipped since. Now, there is a thing that I think could be the reason why. I think, and of course this would be smart, they would make it so that you can't slip if you're trying to catch your breath. I could see that being a thing. You can't slip if you're trying to catch your breath. Now, we don't know if that's the case, but that would be good design. Drop the items and they gotta move. Abe's not gonna do anything like that. Do they slip when they go catch? Oop, Abe just fell, but he was trying to grab items. I haven't caught them trying to slip while trying to catch their breath. I mean, you gotta have to get lucky too, right? The situation has to line up. So Abe slipped, but he has no suit on. And then he's not slipping now because he already slipped and he has the debuff on. 10% per cycle slipped. Doesn't look like anyone else is slipping, though. Abe is free. He's no longer having the stress debuff, which means he could slip again, and he did. Freya hasn't slipped since. Oh, Freya slips immediately upon taking off the suit. Let's put the suit back on Freya. Slip debuff. Man, we gotta give this Mox light. Abe's just having a bad time. So I haven't seen them slip while trying to grab food. I haven't seen them slip while trying to catch their breath yet. I have seen them slip while trying to go to sleep, but that's about it. Oh, look, there's a dupe icon now. Oh, you get to see the equipment slots. Nice. I like that. I like that. Maybe you don't slip with the suit on. Maybe we just had a weird bug. That could be what's happening. We don't have shoe slots, though. Feels bad. Yeah, them gasping like that is them trying to catch their breath. So they're constantly trying to hold their breath, catch their breath. Man. Looks like maybe we did run into a glitch. Maybe that could be the reason why they're not slipping. How would we want to do this? There we go. Nice. Dude, new updates usually break mods in Oni every time. Anytime there's an update, mods always break. Saves don't load. A lot of things always happen. So every time. I spoke to some streamers before that while they were trying to get into Oni, they updated too much for their liking because they're like, yeah, we were playing Oni. And then in a month, our save can't be loaded anymore. And then because of the new update. And they were kind of mad about that. And they stopped playing Oni as a result. So I do know some people have quit the game because they update it too often. To me, it's weird because like, no, man, the updates are cool. I can't be mad about the updates. Come on, just eat. He's trying to go to eat. That's one thing I feel like shouldn't be a thing. He shouldn't have to go to a specific location to eat while starving. Can't he just sit down and eat immediately? Like, what is happening right now? Thank you, Mayor. Appreciate you. Welcome in, welcome in. So what is the best method after an update to play a game save without mods until they're up again? So in this game, you could go into the public testing branch. What they do is, if you know how to go to the public testing branch, they always keep the previous patch as the updatable patch for you to play on. So you go here, properties, and then you go into, I think it's beta participation. Let me double check. Right click Oni, properties, betas, and then on beta participation, they're gonna have the previous update as something you can update to, so you're downgrading, right, to the previous update. So you go from 1.1 back to 1.0. And then if you want that, you could do that, because that allows you to effectively... Oh, what the hell is this? Oh, the size was max, but the kgs was little. Okay, that works out. That's pretty good. Yep. So you got it. I'm just trying to get some get my suits charged to see if we could run with the suit on and if that affects anything. All right. Let's also get the oil. Let's get the 1 kg at 0. All right. The random puddles of oil is to double the slip factor. 2LC shares a birthday with the Straw Hat Pirate. That's all it gets lost to. Wait, no way? That's his birthday? This is his birthday? That can't be real. It's Zoro's birthday today? Zoro is technically my favorite Straw Hat, man. Exclamation point Oni mods. I use very little mods, and the mods I use aren't updated anymore, and they never break. That's the upside of using an old mod that has been updated. The mods don't, the updates don't break them. Exclamation point Oni mods, the one word in chat. Nightball will give you a list of them. There we go. How's your birthday going so far? We're doing not bad, man. I had some cake. You guys want to see my cake? Oh yeah, Mom was here. Ate some of my cake. Strawberry shortcake. I forgot to put Mom on the cam. Mama's been sleeping so long. He's like, it's so cold. I don't want to wake up. And he stayed in bed for the longest time. Little baby Mamba. Chat box. It's there, it's there. Welcome in though, Daphne Lion. How are you? But yeah, right now we're just doing some Oni update. Checking out the new features. Mamba won't survive my city's climate. No, Mamba would just never move. That's the only thing about Mamba. He'll just never move. Yeah, Dupe slipped now. So if you watch Abe over here, he's gonna fall down. Come on, Abe, you're supposed to fall. This guy. Somehow not falling, dude. He's immune. Oh, he slipped recently. Okay, we have to wait for him to not have the debuff. Once the debuff goes away from him slipping, he's gonna be able to slip twice. Hey, got it out. There it is. He slips. Rip Abe. Thank you for the prime. Thank you for the 5 months. Welcome back to the city. Hope you enjoyed your stay. Enjoy the emote doing this ad-free viewing. Don't forget that legit sub badge. But yo, man, appreciate the support. Thank you so much. Just enjoying the last my own level up day. Happy birthday to you, Daphne. Figured I should drop in and say hi. Appreciate you. Thanks for coming by, tuning in, and saying hello. Come on, Frankie. Oh, he's gonna slip. Frankie, don't fall. You're walking on oil and ice. The worst combination. Oh, Abe fell first. Feels bad. Oh, rip Frankie. He's getting bodied too. We appreciate you, Gatado. Thank you for the support. Thank you for supporting me in the Mambas. Did Abe get a speed boost? That was weird, walking through the oil. Alright, we're gonna move the items back. So Frankie would suit, so he no longer has to catch his breath. I want to see if he's able to slip with the suit on. Because earlier he slipped with the suit on, but we chalked it up to a bug. Because we believe that shouldn't have happened. But we're also thinking that when you have to catch your breath, or if you're grabbing food, you're unable to slip. That would make a lot of sense, just to make it so that the game isn't that bad. Like, it should never be frustrating, right? That's the logic. Oh yeah, we haven't seen multi-cycle schedules. Oh damn. New schedules. Shift everything right. It just looks like a normal schedule. Ah, so then they go like this. Okay, so we could add multi-rows to this. Interesting. So Freya hasn't fell yet. I want to see what Frankie does. That's not too bad. It does go to the next line. It indeed would go to the next line. So we'll wait for this to finish and then it'll go down to here. I want to see if Frankie falls though. You could technically do that build on automation now, where you you prevent a dupe from, effectively, you prevent them from, oh, that means our people are gonna start min-maxing dupes? Make them work without eating for 3 days until they starve, and then on the 4th day, you always eat to refill all the calories for the missed meals? That would be wild. But that would technically work. Oh man, that's gonna be so jank. Can you imagine people like purposely starving? On a schedule now. Oh man, yeah, it's gonna happen, man. It's gonna happen. There's no way that doesn't happen. Alright, so Frankie hasn't fallen once yet. So I'm just going to chalk it up that the first time he slipped with the suit. Does that reduce calorie consumption? No, it doesn't reduce calorie consumption. It just makes it so that your downtime becomes work time for 3 of those days. That's what that means. Your downtime for all the days gets just lumped up into 1 day. And then the other days that you're not eating, you're working. Oh, man. How many people are focused on work or game and starve? Well, not several days, dude, man. There's that on the news. Yeah, that's what it is, right? You just get more labor out of the dupes, which would be the upside. So I could see that happening. Good to see slipping is fairly rare. No, we're trying to figure out what the situation is. I think we have a decent understanding of it now, though. Aricia coming in with a raid. Thank you so much for the raid, Aricia. Appreciate you. Have you checked out the new public data patch? We're checking it out right now. And shout out to you, man. How was the Onis? How was the Onis? How was the playthrough? And of course, welcome to Raiders. My name is Too Legit City. Right now, we are on the public testing branch. Testing build, U53, and y'all see this right here. We're checking out the new stuff. So what we're checking out is the new slip mechanic. Right? So I think we figured it out. We're trying to figure out what are the situations in which you slip like Abe just did. And what the impact is. Oh, I need to give him some pemmican. I think we figured it out. So how it works, and Arisa, since you're here, we'll explain it. Click on Abe. If you go to stress, he has a 10% stress mod. And that slipped, right? You see that? That happens when you slip. This is here as a penalty, but at the same time, when you are slipped and you have the stress modifier, you can't slip twice. Now that it's gone, Abe could slip now. Right? So that's going to be what happens. So now he has a chance of slipping because he no longer has slip debuff. Now that debuff that he slipped, right, is a stress mod. It is not on his status. It's only on his stress. So you could slip once every handful of seconds. Now, we have dupes with the suit on to see whether or not you could slip with the suit on, and it looks like you can't. We did have this guy, Frankie, slip 5 times non-stop with the suit on, but we think that's a bug. Because after that day that he slipped 5 times in the same day, no one else with the suit has slipped once. Abe is still falling, though. Feels bad. So yeah, playing around with the new slip mechanic. Walking on ice, puddles of oil will cause you to slip. So we have both. We also, I think there's a safety precaution where if you need to catch your breath or if you're trying to pass to the bathroom or eat, I don't think you could slip. I haven't seen the dupe slip with that. If you're holding an item and you slip, the item stays held by the dupe. So you do not drop the item. You do not drop the item if you slip. So there's some upside to that. Poor souls, yep. Does the oxygen mask count as suit for not slipping? I would assume no. This is specifically the suit. Maybe also lead suit and maybe also jetpack. But oxygen mask, I would have to assume no. Because the logic with that is you get popped eardrums with the oxygen mask still. Right? You still get burned. You still get chilly surroundings. So slipping should affect it as well. Ayler, welcome in. I assume it stoops with soggy feet that slip. No. You slip. You have a chance of slipping every time you walk on solid ice of any kind. Polluted ice, brine ice, regular ice. And if you walk on liquid oil. This is on the new patch notes for the clay update. So that's where we're getting the information from. They say specifically solid ice and puddles of oil. So I'm assuming that means liquid. Now, that being said, they added in a new cluster, right? There's the Ceres cluster. It's probably not spoiler. Maybe it is. They break it up. So there's 3 Ceres clusters now. So this is part of one. This is part of the second one. And then there's a 3rd cluster with full steam ahead on it. The Geovent. So that's new as well. But yeah, we're testing that out. You don't drop the items. You can't slip if you already slipped recently because you have the debuff. Soggy feet has nothing to do with slipping. You could slip on solid ice and there's no liquid there. Animals slip. Ooh. Where my flocks is at. I don't think animals would slip. That'd be really funny though. We haven't seen the 3rd Ceres map on this map here. Can you explore the space? Oh man, that's gonna take way too long. I cannot explore space because we don't have anyone with astronomy skill. I need to have this skill to be able to telescope. So it basically makes Ceres early game a little bit harder. Yeah, effectively. This is all to make Ceres a little bit tougher, but then that's not even like the worst part about it though. Because you also have maps like Rhyme. You have a lot of other maps too that are a lot worse than Ceres that I feel like this is going to be kind of bad on too. No, you can't review Spaceless Sandbox. You need debug mode for that. I could turn it on though. I haven't considered... Well, the thing is that you can't slip on a ladder because technically you're not on top of ice. But I haven't considered a submerged ladder in oil. That would be the one thing, right? A submerged ladder in oil, because you could never get ice and ladder on the same, you know, situation. That just doesn't make sense. So let's try that out. We're gonna assume critters don't slip just because they're critters. Okay. Do some quick sandbox. Can you slip on a ladder? You might slip on this path. Oh, he's gonna get wrecked though. Major eye irritants, chilly surroundings, sore back, -9. Yeah, he's dead, dude. He's just gonna die. You have bigger problems if you're going through a ladder with oil in it than slipping off of it. But if you were to slip off and fall to the bottom, he'd be dead. He would be dead. The biggest problem, man, is the fact that you get both major eye irritants and chilly surroundings so easily. Can you make ice ladders? You can't, right? There's no such thing as a situation with ice ladders. It doesn't seem like you'd slip off of ladders. O2. Abe slows down, dude, to -90. That's so bad. At least he tries. I think I want to say that you can't slip off of the ladders just because it seems tough, man. Frankie with the suit, but because he's anemic, he can't make the trip either. That's so bad. All right, there's some other new amenities too. The bottle emptiers, the canister emptier, the liquid bottle emptier, dumps the items into a gas line or a water line. So it's always nice. There's a filler for the liquids, and there's an emptier as well, the drainer. So it's kind of nice. Okay, so those buildings, I'm not really gonna want to test it because it looks very straightforward how they work. Nothing really I want to check out about that. We got the equipment slots here now. These are not for your blueprints, but they're for actual equipment. Clothing and suits. There is no feet slot, so I don't think they're going to give us boots or anytime soon. Or maybe we get just boots. I wonder if dupes who have tendencies to fart will fart when slipped. I see you over there. There's probably a chance that happens. Alright, so let me restart the game. We're going to try to turn on debug mode real fast. Let me see if I can actually do this. Did I do it? I don't think I did it. I didn't do it, right? Okay, I messed up. Let's see. Ah. Oh, debug version is all you could tell by the version number? Oh, I didn't see that. I thought that was just because I was on beta branch. I see a Quantum. Welcome in, welcome in. Ends with a D if debug is on. There it is. Thank you, thank you. Control F4? Happy birthday. Thank you, this Chemical Stairs. I see you over there. Welcome in, welcome in. Okay, so debug mode. Ah, it's right here. Oh my god. Phosphorus gas cloud. Oh, this is melting and spilling. Wow. Early Apex, welcome in. How are you guys? Hope you guys are having a good one and a good Mondays. Welcome in, welcome in. Wait, do we not get the... Oh no, one right here. They didn't give me a volcano here? What's that supposed to be? Wait, that's literally the only geo vent they gave us. Unless... Oh yeah, that was supposed to be a vent, but it disappeared. Hey man, you give me nothing? They didn't spawn correctly. It feels bad. Oh, it's because of the debug mode. I see. Okay. Loading geodes. Okay. Otherwise, though, yeah, nothing about this. Yeah, this is where the point of interest should have been. Ah, that's the trick for it. Despawn, respawn. I see, I see. So the fossil is here. We got the geo vents. Okay, we could do this. We got the other planet. Very straightforward. It's a coal planet. And now we're back. All right, so turn this off. We're gonna try this again. All right, we're gonna do this. Destroy that. Hit all standard again. All right, everyone has suits. No one's slipping, right? We'll go through a day of this. Maybe that should be oxalate. Alright, doesn't look like they could fall. We'll give them oxygen so they could all breathe. Yeah, no one looks like they fall. We could see the new changes to the AI already setting up to a new task immediately. They're picking up items really fast. It's kind of reminiscent of an auto sweeper, like getting plugged in for the first time and just surrounded by items. That's what the animation kind of looks like, man. How fast it goes. No slip so far. Everything looks good. Everything looks good. So I'm not gonna lie, this is not that bad. So it's only gonna be maps that have specifically solid ice that will have problems with the slipping mechanic. The slipping mechanic is gonna constantly happen. Looks like you can't slip non-stop, and that we had a bug when it did happen to us. And I'm just happy that you don't drop the item that you're holding. That would suck if you didn't have the, you drop your task, kind of like end of schedule. That'd be bad. Guess it's not that bad then. Oh, what's up with these guys moonwalking? What's up with that walking animation? Oh, unrested too bright. That's what it was. They look like zombies, man. Alright. I guess it is what it is. Anyone else in chat have anything you wanted to test out before we wrap up today's public testing branch? And then we go on to the regular stuff? Not too bad, just a lazy day of procrastinating instead of actually doing productive tasks. It's always nice, man. If you could actually bring yourself to be lazy for the day. Those are like not bad. Spicy food, chilling effect, and slipping. I don't think that does anything. Oh, the new Bammoth. I forgot. Oh, the crown. This is the crown that you harvest. Oh my god. Purple and gold? Dude. Those are my Laker colors. Look at these guys. They got my Laker colors, dude. Holy crap. Look at that crown, dude. The king. Can I name this guy LeBron James? And I named this guy Bronny James. Tasmadar, thank you so much for the 7 months. Yo, what's going on, Tasmadar? I see you over there. Appreciate you. Thank you for the support. The new Bammoths. That's not bad. Let's check out the new... That's right. So we have a new power control station. Enables microchip tune-up on heavy-duty generators. Alright, so let's check this out. Heavy-duty generator is a category. Everything except manual gen. Seriously? So this is literally the only item that you can't microchip anymore. Happy 22 birthday. Thank you, Jules. I'm an old man, actually. I'm like 40. The crown could be crushed into gold at the rock crusher. Right? Crush the Regal crest for 100 kgs of gold amalgam, which isn't a lot. Thank you, Jules. Welcome in, welcome in. Just a random number. I see you, I see you. But yo, appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for the birthday wishes. Alright, so we got the Bammoth. I do want to test it out, right? So, coal gen. This is a miscellaneous room. And then we add in a second coal gen. And it's a power plant. Okay, that's simple now. It doesn't have to be different generators. You just have to have more than one of a heavy duty. So there's a problem with this. I mean, I guess that's why they make it so that disallow tinker, right? That's probably why this is here. Gotta go to bed, my dude. Happy birthday again. Appreciate you, Tomba. Wrestle easy. And we will see you next time. Good stay safe out there, man. And we'll see. And, you know, man, hope you have a great week ahead of you. It's not a lot, but it does set an interesting precedent for renewable ore. You can ranch Bammoths To feed slugs? Can I... Is there a tame button on this? Oh, I can't force tame this guy? Do we have text? Oh, you give up. You give up the reed fiber. I don't know if I like that, man. I'd rather take the reed fiber, to be honest. I think this needs to be 1,000 gold. I gotta be completely honest. This should be 1,000 gold. Because 100 gold is nothing. You gotta understand that you can't even build... Okay, you could build a little bit. You can't build a liquid pump. You would have to sacrifice 4 crowns for 1 liquid pump. That's pretty bad, man. That's pretty bad. At least 500. But honestly, I think it should be 1,000. Because it's like, if you look at it, the Bammoth gives you 5 reed fiber, man. How is it only 100 gold per crown? That doesn't make sense. Makes bleachstone so much easier without traveling, since Bammoths occasionally pop out of the pond. The ratio is bad. I'd still go with refined metals. Just can't feed it to the slugs. You could force tame with debug if it means you need to. I got you. But that kind of sucks, man. I feel like the value of the crown crushing should be a little bit better. Because it doesn't feel like it's going to be something that regrows. Maybe it does, and it regrows fast, it'd be fair. How do I tame a critter with this? I'm not gonna lie, I do not debug mode at all. I select the Bammoth, though. It's gold amalgam plus 50 temps, and you instantly get it on Frosty Planets. Control. Oh. 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 We got the dev tools right here. Oh my god. I feel like Hacker Man, dude. Dude, it's me, Hacker Man. Oh my god. Entity option. Wait, what? Wait, is this guy not selected? Pause. Move this guy to here. Gold Belly, that's his name. Convert to tamed. Nice. Wow, what a name, boys. His name is Gold Belly. Scale regrowth rate. Wait a second. Is that real? 0% chance per cycle. So it looks like the Bammoth doesn't regrow his crown? Am I getting this correct? He can't regrow his crown. Let's get a regular Bammoth. We have to shear it first. Okay. Let's try it out. Oh, none of my dupes have skill. Okay. Entity. I drop Frankie. Convert to tame. Debug status. Can you get... Check if diet affects it. I don't think it has that in there. There is nothing in the database that says if you eat something, he regrows at a certain rate. But that's how it works though, right? For the Bammoths, they have to eat and then they'll regrow. So I can't give them skill here. Story traits. Story manager. Control F4. But it does nothing. Or maybe it's, oh, we just do that. And then we do ranching. Appreciate the help, Quantum. Thank you, thank you. Auto plumber. You spend a lot of time debug testing things. I see you, I see you. Zari's a legend. I keep my testing in Sandbox. I haven't gone too deep into the debugs, not gonna lie. Frankie. Take off the suit. Oh, he pees everywhere, dude. That's so gross. We'll pass on this. We'll just leave it. Ranchin'. Let's go, Frankie. We might have to give him a sweater. Clear floor. Oh, I bopped him when I cleared floor. No. I killed him. Oh, boys. Frankie Sable, man. Oh, we didn't do the off-gassing liquid yet. Alright, so we get a crown. It still shows 0% per cycle. when you do Bammoth, it doesn't tell you anything here. It just says you shear it and then you get food. There's nothing about the fur on it, but we know that if they eat it, if they eat something, they'll regrow. Start spawning them. Squash fries. Alright, the Bammoth is at 0%. Feed the fries. Wow, that's barely fries. Scaled growth 10% per cycle. Regal meal. Just a. How is that different? It's the same buff. So you regrow 10 cycles. Damn, that's really bad rate. That is a really bad rate. Okay, so off-gas shenanigans. 10 kilogram per cycle each, right? Yeah, more or less. It's like, would you want Regals then? Oh, okay. Chance to get Regals. How do you get those Regal eggs? You have to feed them fries in order for you to increase Regal chance. So you would have to make fries and then feed it to the freaking Bammoths for the eggs. Okay. So you do kind of have to go out of your way. It's 95.5 otherwise. Which means 5 is the lowest percent chance, I think. Because Bamini doesn't go up for any reasoning. So because this is base value 95, I'm just going to have to assume it's min value 5. That's fine, I guess. That's fine. Alright, now there's the off-gassing shenanigans, right? There was the thing about off-gas. So how would I want to do it? Alright, so let's pause. There goes the Plug Slug dream. I know, man. The dream is dead, boys. You hate to see it. Dupe. Polluted water. Let's go with 20 kgs per time. Bop the submarine. You got this. Wait, what? Why is that disappearing? No, I just want bottled pea water, dude. No. No. The weird camera glitch, and I was dragging my camera to the unknown. Can I spawn bottled pea water? Can we try it again? Okay, I guess that works. Alright, so now we do carbon dioxide, 1 kilogram. That didn't really work out, so I'm gonna go with polluted oxygen, 5 kgs. Alright, now we're gonna go with carbon dioxide, 0.01. 10. Does this get deleted still? Because with the new patch, it should never get deleted. Now, the bottles can't off-gas unless the CO2 is on top of it. So we should never see any off-gas. That's effectively what it should mean, right? You shouldn't get that weird one dupe reads out and then that one bubble of CO2 on top of the slime. You know what I'm saying? That one CO2 bubble on top of the slime water allows you to hit like 7 kgs of oxygen per tile. Like, that does happen. Now, the weird thing is that the polluted oxygen is still at 5 kgs. It feels like there hasn't been any change, even though we see visibly there is a off-gas animation. It's not getting deleted either. It's still at 10 grams. Makes me wonder if that's what the goal was. Prevent that weird CO2 bubble from pressurizing the room a problem. Because you do get that in a lot of the swampy maps. But, you know, it's like, it's not that big of a deal. Sometimes having that is kind of a boon sometimes too. The animation's not actually related to gas being spawned or the off-gassing. Interesting. But yeah, we could see that it's not moving. We're on 2x speed. It's probably gonna force the reads on my rocket. Dude, you can't use that anymore. So there was a trick where you could pee on your rocket floor, and then that deletes all the CO2 from your duplicate inside. I used to use that too. Because if you pressurize the oxygen, you will only ever get one bubble of CO2 when your dupes breathe out. And then when that hits the bottom on top of the pee water, it gets deleted. Oh man, that used to be so good. That should still work. That should still work, actually. So I use the same build, Quantum. So you know what? We should test it. That, in theory, should still work. Because gas coming out of a vent is not off-gassing. Right? This is just gas spawning. So let's do same design. Oxygen, gas, let's go with 5 kgs. And then let's do carbon dioxide gas, 0.01 again. Right, we get the 10 and the 5. Now, what we're going to do different is we're going to actively add oxygen via pipeline. And then we'll do it here. So breathing on bleachstone will still off-gas it if it gets breathed on, just no more CO2 deleting. Yeah, the gas doesn't get deleted anymore. That's what I'm thinking is the change. The gas doesn't get deleted anymore, or at least shouldn't. Okay. Gas overlay. So we're at 5 kgs. Oh, you see that? It released. My oxygen is at 5.2. But the CO2 is no longer getting deleted. Oh my god. It does not delete the gas. No, I've been using that to my advantage. The rockets, all my rockets until now have had that design. Dude, every single one of my rockets has a gas vent on the bottom floor, dude. Every single one of my builds. Oh, dude. So you get the new gas, so you could still overpressure, but you just don't delete the old gas. No. They fixed half of the exploit. The half that didn't matter. They didn't fix the exploit. They fixed the half of the exploit that didn't matter. You still get infinite pressure. The only difference is that you could do it with CO2 now. Wait a second. Doesn't that make this build... Hold up. Doesn't that make this build possible now? You could do one vent infinite tanks. Doesn't that mean this is possible? It's possible! No way! So this used to be a thing where the gas gets deleted and you couldn't build an infinite tank anymore with a single vent. Now you can. So what they did was they made infinite pressure tanks smaller. It's been running, man. It's been running. This pump has been pumping, man. 3x speed. Sour gas. Let's add 0.1. Chlorine gas. 0.1. Oh, deleted. So if you get... You still have crushing mechanic, though. Okay, so crushing still exists, but the gases no longer get auto-deleted. Okay. So crushing, if you guys are not familiar, is this mechanic. Let me put this here. No, not oil. We're gonna use water. And then carbon dioxide. And then we're gonna use oxygen. And then I am gonna do the water pump design. This should still work. So we're adding water, right? Okay, that didn't work. Is it because I got it wrong? Is this supposed to be water instead? What? That should not have happened. Now, is it because I need something in between? Salt water? And then we change it back to oil? No, so... What should happen is... Okay, that's not what's supposed to happen. So there's a crushing mechanic in this game where if you have... The mechanic is weird, though. This is not working well. If you stack a liquid and then you have CO2 one bubble above that, so it's one liquid, one CO2 above that, and then you want to drop a liquid that's heavier than the liquid that you already have, the liquid you drop in gets deleted. I think we could also do a situation kind of weird too. Like, we do this. Oh no, it still deletes the carbon dioxide. So what's supposed to happen is the liquid you pump in just never appears. Although you see the animation of everything falling, it gets crushed at spawn. I was trying to show that because that's what happened here. You try to spawn a gas, but another gas is on top of that, preventing this oxygen from spawning here because it's getting pushed down from the sour gas earlier. And then instead, it just deleted the carbon dioxide, right? So the CO2 got deleted. That crushing mechanic happened because you had a presence of a new gas above it, and it wasn't the gas that was the oxygen coming out. Otherwise, it would just bypass it and move up. That's infinite pressure mechanic. So there's that crushing mechanic is because you have exactly one entity, and then you can't push two entities up at the same time. That's how the game dictates it. So if you have water and CO2 here, you shouldn't be able to push both up the water and the CO2. So then the oil just never appears. But I forget exactly how that worked. It was a weird crushing mechanic. Sometimes I would set these up with bottle emptiers, right? Specifically in my evolution chambers, right? If you're doing an evolution chamber and you're trying to do, you know, drop off point, and then you have a bottle emptier into it. Because of this, sometimes I'll delete the liquid that I'm delivering here, and it's only gases inside. And I'll let it run, and then all my water disappears. Like, what happened to my water? That happened to my oil before, and we only had that from the teleporter, so it was precious. I had like, what, 50 kgs? That weird crushing mechanic, I think, was what was happening here. I can't recreate it, though, because they apparently patched it out like 3 to 4 times. But it's came back a couple times, too. So I don't know exactly what the situation needs to be for that to work. But you could do infinite gas tanks now with just single gas. So you could literally just put bleach stone on the floor, let it off gas one time, and then remove the bleach stone. And then you have infinite pressure now. That's kind of funny. So you could argue, wow, you could argue then that if you get a flatulent dupe, they could just fart inside of the vacuum, and then that's infinite pressure tank. You could argue that, man. Believe it or not. If he just farts inside, that's infinite pressure. For anything that's lighter than natty gas. Oh. Okay. That's a good one. We should probably check that one out. Here. Let's get mercury. I think I'd prefer using a bit of liquid on the gas pump. Can't grab it by accident. True. Liquid would still probably be better. Liquid would still probably be better. Tired of flatulence. Alright, so bleach stone time. What? Bleach stone meteor? How do you spell bleach stone? How do I not have bleach stone? Am I not spelling bleach stone? You have to brush it. Oh, that sucks. No, we don't have dig skill. Abe, you got this, buddy. He has to go learn the skill. What a travesty. Oh, and he has to catch his breath. He couldn't finish the upload. Feels bad. This is what happens when you have bad internet. When you auto dig stuff on the dev mode, doesn't that make the items disappear though? Because that's what happened when we try to mop up the water in dev mode. The water disappeared, but we don't get the bottles. So I had to turn it off and manually do it. You could also make debris use... Oh, that... You get instant dig that gives you debris. Oh, okay. Oh, they're on downtime. So that's this. There's no chlorine on the map. Can't off-gas overpressure, that's fair. Strangely, digging does make debris, but mopping doesn't make bottles. That's weird. That's not consistent. That is just, all in all, not consistent. All right, we're gonna seal this up. I'm gonna bop this tile so we let the mercury spill off so we have a low amount here. Okay, so it's off-gassable now. Oh! Alright, so... mercury, liquid, do 1 kg. $2,000. What about the 2 tile high liquid drops? Yeah, I think that's gonna break every time. So it's gonna want to do it in another space if possible. So let's do this. This is at 2,000. Off gases to the side. Not bad. Off gases to the side. When it was. Yeah, this is gaining mass. 88, 81, 93, 96, 98, 101. Okay. So you're saying 2 talls. So let's do the... I wonder how this will play with electrolyzers. I think there's going to be no impact. I don't think there's going to be any impact. Because we tested here that the infinite pressure still works. So that means the electrolyzers have no change. Because you have to understand this is an off-gassing change. Electrolyzers don't off-gas, right? So they're unaffected by this. They're a building that emits gas. That's a lot different because a vent is a building that emits gas, right? So it's technically not in the same realm of coverage. It's like are like the non-motorized bikes, are they considered vehicles? Right? The ones you pedal? And then you could argue, yes, they are. Now I ask you, is that covered by your auto insurance? Right? So it's like, it's I mean, you could argue the vehicle, I guess. But, like, that it's not really, right? Acoustic bicycles, I don't know about that. They're covered by auto insurance if it's more worth than 2K. Now, I'm not talking about the bike itself. I'm like if you get in an accident, does Allstate tell you that you're still in good hands? Or they're like, hey man, that's a bike, man. Get out of here. All right, so you say 2 stack locks. All right, I'm gonna do oil. And then water. I'm more wondering if they could also push into low pressure gases, which aren't oxygen, hydrogen. I don't think... I want to say no. I want to say it's going to still follow the same rules as before and get broken. That's one way. This is the only way to make them. What are you talking about? If you're doing a 2-tile standing lock, you always do an elevated tile. Always. Even if this is ground floor, you add the floor later. That is always how you make these. Any other way doesn't make sense. Because you want to let it spill out and then you get a standing lock. That's just how this needs to be done every time. I thought this was common knowledge. Alright, so now how do we get a bleach stone inside? Oh, I do this. I guess we do that. Bleach stone. Alright. And then... break that. And then we do that. And then we delete the gas. Oh, it breaks it still. Yeah, standing locks are still volatile, it looks like. Let me try something. That was when we were in a vacuum, so maybe if there's already gas outside, there's a difference. Nope, broke either way. Feels bad, feels bad. Standing lock still lose to off-gassing. Okay, not bad, not bad. Anything else you guys want me to check? Anything else? Anything else? I don't think there's anything we need to check. I think we did it all already. We checked out the power plants. We got the Regal Bammoths. We did the new off-gassing thing. That's kind of interesting. So there are situations now where building a airflow tile on the top of your liquid lock makes a lot more sense now, so that you could just carry items through without off-gas problems. But it would only be this one and this one, though. These, I still think it's the same. It's just the top ones that might swap out. 10 million kg of water is not that bad. It's really not that bad. Just for gathered dough, we'll do it. For the memes. Right. And how would this work? Here. Signal here. And then... buffer. No. Okay. I think we could do this. Buffer gate. We're gonna do 3 seconds. Copy, paste. We open everything. That's the first step. Oh, you should have said earlier magma. This is all copper is gonna melt. Alright, so we're gonna do size 1. Max mass. We're gonna go at 69 degrees. Okay, pause. Okay, second thing we're gonna do is we're gonna destroy this. And then we're gonna do 2 doors there. And this is gonna be an automation. This is closed. Wait, how come my water isn't there? Oh, I can't push water in here? No! You can't push water on tiles with doors on it? Oh, dude. Why they gotta do this like that? I was gonna pressurize all the water in so that we get up to 10 million and then shoot it up into the sky. Oh, man. Oh, that works. Nice. Fill tool. Boys. How bad does this get? Alright. Can't you spawn? No, the limit is 10,000. This is max limit. I could put extra 9, but when you hit enter, it goes back down. Right, so this is the max value I get. Boys, we hit the buttons. Wow, the water just shoots up in pressure. Okay. For whatever reason, the pressure down here is low, and then it just gets really high. I don't know why water interacts like this. You see this? These 2 tiles are only like 1,000 kilograms each. That's nothing. Why does the liquids work like this in the game? And it's the very top tiles that have all the liquid. Dude, that was barely 500,000. Yo, that's weak. That's barely 500,000. It's not even a lot. Alright, so these are gonna break due to pressure. There's no way this doesn't break due to pressure. It's actually not breaking. Oh, there it is. Pressure damage. Man, I thought this was going to be a lot more water. It feels bad. It's only 500,000 kilograms. Half a mil didn't even reach a full mil, dude. Alright, doesn't look like we have anything else we need to test. I guess we could do the magma stuff with the Badu emptiers. Pressure damage, pressure damage. So realistically, that's going to be 300 tiles. There's about 62,000 tiles right here, so we should be good. Was that a new painting? Landscape portrait. I don't think we get this. Dark she blows. Hey. And of course, the Aurora would pop up right now. That was kind of weak. But that's basically how a geyser kind of looks like in this game. It just kind of pops out and get a little bit of a like a hill. And then it just goes back down. Feels bad, feels bad. Alright, I think that's going to be all the stuff that was added in with the new update. That's not live yet, so if you guys want to check this out, make sure to go to the game on Steam, right-click on Oxygen Included, go to Properties, go to Betas, and then on the Beta Participation dropdown, you guys should see the new updates. There's going to be the other one, which is the February Quality of Life update. You don't want that one. That's the current live patch. Oh, new pyrotechnics hack. Can we get this? Oh, Abe is crying. Hunter, welcome in. We want to see the hat, dude. Oh, he peed his pants. Oh, and he's flooding everything. He's still crying, my dude. Yo, he's bad time right now. Hunter, we was checking out the new, oh, he slipped. Public testing branch updates. You can see the new slip animation. Oh, is this a hat? Is this the Mario hat with goggles? We're just seeing what the new mechanic does. You could do this now, man. This no longer gets deleted. So this used to delete the gas every time. You see my oxygen going up here. So this is the new infinite pressure. Have you looked new schedule? Yeah, we saw that. You could add new schedules, so you could do I guess we should let this play out. So you could do like a full week on here, so you have like 7 days. And then you could do like different schedules on each week. So what that means is that I'm going to start starving my dupes for 3 cycles and then feeding them on the 4th day. That way we get every ounce of work from them and they're going to have to live horrible lives. It's time, boys. Yep, as intended. Goes to the second line. I realized that the new gas mechanic gets rid of CO2 deletion in rockets. Yeah. That's funny, man. Quantum Zari earlier was saying the same thing. We were testing this out, man. We have to redesign our rockets to deal with CO2 again. You know, all that really means is that we gotta add a door crusher. Realistically. That's all that means. We have to add a door crusher now. Kind of. You would have to put it on the bottom floor. Get it to work. It's possible, though. But yeah, new stuff, new stuff. I think that's it. There's no other new stuff, right? Does the off-gassing setup nuclear waste leak? I don't think so. Because technically that's not the same mechanic. Volatility is not off-gassing. Or set up a proper O2 cycle. Only 2 moon slots for the Night Owl. Oh, we were just testing stuff out. I'm considering adding a mini pump to send gas back into my gas storage module. You could delete the gas by just sending it to the output of the Spacefarer. Is there much more with schedule scenarios? So how schedules work now is you could set up days so that each day is different, right? So if we want to do a day, he gets more bath time, and then these days he's working more, and then maybe he sleeps until the morning on both days. right? So basically what it allows you to do is you could do like weird schedules now, like you make them work. And then they get downtime on the 4th day. And then that's basically their life cycle. That's so rude. This is your life now. You work for 3 days, work, sleep, wake up, eat on the 4th day. Be like that sometimes. But if I use the output of the Spacefarer module and I have to filter the gas pipe in the rocket interior. Yeah, that's true. That is true. It's nothing a mechanical filter can't fix. Nothing a mechanical filter can't fix. So with that, so here's the thing with this. Here's the thing with this. We could actually test something out really fast. Hold up, guys. I want to test something out. So when we on the Spacefarer, I could technically do this as the design. Friend Vic coming in with the Prime. Happy birthday, my man. Thank you, Friend Vic, for the 8 months. Appreciate you, and thank you for the birthday wishes. Appreciate you, my man. Appreciate you. Of course, welcome back to the city. Hope you enjoyed your stay. Enjoy the emote doing this after viewing. Don't forget that legit sub badge. Appreciate you, Friend Vic, and thank you for the support. It doesn't delete liquid either. Oh, we need to check that. There wasn't any changes to the liquid, so I didn't check that yet. Yeah, with a solid tile on top, it doesn't delete the sour gas. It doesn't delete the sour gas. You see that? It spawns on top. And then it doesn't even release gas. This is 7 grams, by the way. So it does release, but it doesn't do anything. Yeah, birthday's today. So appreciate you. Thank you, Hunter. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Deleted. Water still gets deleted, but single gas doesn't. Okay, so here's something weird then. I think this gets deleted still. I think this gets deleted. I do this, and then I do sour gas. I think the CO2 gets deleted. Yep. So it's a specific situation. Oh no, it just merged together. It's 50-50 of each. Yeah, that sounds about right. Ah. Never mind. This doesn't work. So it would only work if it's like this. Are you guys willing to put a floor at the very bottom of your rockets? Because the moment you get a third gas inside, this gets deleted. CO2, move left, please, one time. And if you do, this is going to get deleted. My CO2 bubble does not want to move. Left side, please. Go down. One time. Thank you. He crossed. No damage. There we go. You see that? The sour gas got deleted. So this means that if you have another gas in here that's not CO2, you could potentially still get that to delete. Now the problem is that that other gas could swap with the CO2 after the CO2 gets deleted, and then that gas gets deleted. So there's no real way outside of like flatulent dupe to randomly dump a third gas inside. Wow. Upside with flatulence. It helps delete the gas. I don't like that though. At least they're not breaking the hydro. Yeah, hydro's unaffected for the most part. Polluted O2. The problem with polluted O2 is that it doesn't sink to the ground. That's the problem with that. No, it's the CO2. It can't be the same element because it just merges. Chlorine gas could work. Let's put a full kg inside and delete it, right? And then the oxygen just comes out. And this is pressurized now, so it just can't spawn anymore. And then the chlorine goes down and continues spawning. And then later on, your dupe reads out and you get CO2. That moves on top of this eventually, and then it gets deleted. You could effectively, I think, do multiple vents in the same format like that then. And then delete it. This kind of becomes like a merry-go-round at some point. This does not work because the gases just merge together. What will a single square max at pressure-wise? What do you mean, Lowland Deer? What will the single square max at pressure-wise? So you're talking about a single square? If you're talking about like this is potentially the new infinite pressure. Oh, that's a pressure thing. That's relative to pressure. There is no fixed value or minimum amount or maximum amount that it would need for it to split. It's all relative to the gases next to it. So high pressure means higher values. Lower pressure means lower values. So it's all relative, sadly. But in case of a rocket closed system, so you're not adding any more oxygen inside. And then you have, okay. So relative to that, I think if you go 75% of the maximum mass of the room, it never splits. However, that's assuming constant pressure. In a rocket, it should be the case. I'm assuming 75, but it's around that value. Basically, the gases won't split into multiple bubbles unless cumulatively the bubbles add up and it's more than the pressure. So like in this pressure, right, it's 22 kgs. Let me see if we could actually simulate that. Let's do a quick box. 7 by 7. All right, let's brush oxygen inside. Let's do 10 kgs, make it simple. Right, and it's 10 kgs per. Let's brush in 1 tile of carbon dioxide. 1 kg at a time. It's about half. Using my Dreco box, but it isn't anymore. I see you. Half. So 50% roll? Maybe? So these two are going to merge, and now it's a 2 bubble. So 1, 2, 3. That should be 5. Three and 17. And this is at 9 right now. Oh, did I mess it up by adding in by unpressurizing it? Oh wait, no. There we go. But then when the gases merge, it kind of skews the pressure. So this is 5, and everything around it is like 8, 9. I'm gonna be real. There's probably no real way to guarantee a certain packet size with free-flowing gas. Realistically, I don't think there's gonna be a way to like try to get that every time. It's about half. Dreco, form a stable layer. Without it, oh, single layer Dreco farms. Yeah, that's the goal a lot of the times for that, and it's so hard to do. I could see that. Yeah, 50% rule is fair then, but yeah, it's tough. You can't really get that exact every time. It's a little tough to get that like that. Abductor, have a good one. Appreciate you, my friend. And of course, people of chat. That was going to be the public testing branch. We tested all we could. I don't know if there's anything else we need to test. I thought Abductor went to sleep. I see him over there. So it's going to be time to go back to the max difficulty playthrough.